Hello everybody, this is Summer's Prime. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Transformers Studio Series, ROTF, Voyager, Megatron. Yeah, I know. I was trying to recreate the death scene from Revenge of the Fallen, and at least it lasted for a few more seconds. But yeah, had to, wanted to do that, so there you go. And oh man, this is an impressive Megatron figure, especially for its time, man. I mean, this thing is pretty great. I do have the battle damage repaint, but I'm not taking a look at that until, honestly, when the Fallen when the Fallen comes out, because I want to do all. There's going to be something special when that figure comes out. So, when the Fallen comes out. Because it has been rumored / confirmed that he's supposed to be coming out next year. So, fingers crossed, people. Anyway, here is Megatron in his robot mode, and pretty damn good looking figure. I do wish he was more silver. I wish they could have, had a black wash. I think that would have been good, because this dull gray is really dull, and they always do Megatron up like this, and I personally would have liked to seen him in silver and with a black wash or something, because they did that with Cogman back during TLK, and I really wish they gave him the black wash. That would have been really nice to see. But nonetheless, he comes with no accessories. The only accessory is, if you want to call this an accessory, this is his cannon arm. I do wish they gave you the option to have his optional other hand instead of just always having the cannon arm, but let's be honest, 9 times out of 10, you're going to display him with this anyways, so it would have been cool if they added an extra bit, but then again, it's okay. But yeah, this Megatron is pretty cool. So, for size comparisons, we get some in for a quick second. Here he is with 05 Prime, the newest Revenge of the Fallen Bumblebee, and the ROTF Starscream. So there's your sense of scale there. Pretty accurate to what we've seen in the movies. Now, in terms of articulation, he has a ball jointed at the head, and you can count this as a form of articulation. I do not. He's got in and out movement here at the shoulder. Can rotate 360 degrees, bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, wrists can do that, I suppose. He's got universal joints here at the hip, thigh swivel, and then ankle rocker. So he's fairly posable, and then, well, for this arm, if you want to count this as a form of articulation, he can stow away the sword. And we're going to do that anyways, because, oh yeah, I hate these things. They pop off so damn easily. I am so tempted to just super glue these bastards in place, but you can't really do that because they are part of the transformation, which we're going to get to right now. So, to transform them, what I basically like to do is I like to go ahead and rotate his leg and then fold this piece down. Now, if you're not careful, you will miss this part of the transformation. There is a slider right here, and you want to make sure that you slide this part right here to the other side of the tread, and then you fold this piece down, rotate this piece up, and then collapse that. Oh crap. You're supposed to fold that down first, and then you shift it over to the side. So, same thing as The other side, you want to go ahead and rotate this down, fold that down, shift this over, fold the tread down, fold up this armor piece, and then fold that down. So you kind of get a sense of what we're getting ready to do here. Then what I like to do next is go ahead and drop down the hips, just like this. And these pieces will continuously to pop off. I'm going to probably remove them as of now because they are going to be, well, actually, no, I can't do that. Of course, it can't fold down because it's got to shift it over again. Alright, so those parts are going to be a fairly common thing to pop off, and I apologize. Go ahead and straighten out his arms, lower his head, kind of lay the figure down a little bit. Then what you want to do next is rotate the shoulders and untab them from these little tabs here. Open this up, fold out the turret, fold out these little guns. Now these are supposed to appear at the top of his shoulders. I don't do that. I fold them all the way in to fill out the hollowness of the gap in robot mode, and it doesn't hinder the transformation at all. It just fills in those gaps, which is good, and it's honestly a little bit more accurate to the movie. So there you go with that. Go ahead and shift this up a little bit to give you some clearance, because next you're going to want to fold this. Now this tab here is going to go into this slot right here. So you want to go ahead and rotate that shoulder piece in, rotate the arm, and then tab it in to that little port there, and then kind of get the hand out of the way the best you can. Now, the other side, make sure that this piece is folded in and that the blade is flush inside of that groove, because then you're going to do the same thing. Now on this side, there's a tab, and then right here is the slot that it's going to go into. So rotate that arm around, fold this in, line that up, and there you go. Next, what you want to do is take the hips, rotate them like that, and then next you're going to fold these in, and this tab right here is going to go into a little slot right there where my fingertip was, and that is going to allow you to tab in the treads to the side of the tank. Then second verse is same as the first, not copied from MGO, just picking it up, I suppose. And that won't be common on the channel. And then basically you're done, but there is one more step. And it's a well, not a painful process, but it's a pain in the ass. These thigh pieces, you just want to collapse underneath the tank. And the reason why this is a pain in the ass, because sometimes these damn things like to fly off, just like the back heel pads as well. There we go. And we are done with transforming Lord Megatron in tank mode. And I have to say, this thing is the most accurate as you can get for a Movie 2 Megatron. I think that the tank mode is absolutely badass. I think it's better than the leader class. I think it's better than the original movie Voyager. Oh yeah, a tab is supposed to. Crap. I'm sorry. There is a little slot and tab right here that you're supposed to tab these pieces into, and there we go. Is it done yet? done. Yeah, well, anyway, there, oh god, it doesn't stay together all that well. The tank mode doesn't, but I mean, that's okay. It doesn't bother me all that much. Yes, it is warped. It came like that in the package, and it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. It doesn't bother me. I usually have this guy in robot mode and the other guy in tank mode, I think. Actually, I go either way with the two, because I do have both versions of this figure. These can be adjusted to your liking, which is really cool. So you can have them like fire up at the top there, which I did see some promotional art for this design. And on some of the promotional art, when he was in tank mode, he did have these little guns. And I did have an orange poster. It was during 2009 when Revenge of the Fallen was coming out. There was a poster of just Megatron. He was in an orange background. He had the robot mode at top and the tank mode on the bottom. And I remember it looking similar like this in this position that I have it. And these turrets were actually visible. So these are concept art guns, which is honestly pretty freaking wicked. And I honestly like Megatron with these extra two guns. Just gives him more, like, I'm going to kill you no matter what kind of vibe. And other than that, there's really nothing else to say about this tank mode. I'm just very happy that this was the first version that they decided to do. Because I'm not going to lie, this thing is really impressive. And for me, this is the best movie Megatron that we've gotten since TLK. And I highly suggest my opinion on that, because all the other movie Megatrons that came out before this were honestly not great. The original first movie Voyager wasn't really all that great. The second movie version of this, the original version of this particular design figure was garbage. The Dark in the Moon Voyager Megatron, that one's not too bad, but he's just kind of limpy and gangly. It just looks like a skeleton with Megatron's head on it. Really weird. Age of Extinction, I'm not even going to discuss that. And then TLK, finally, we got a decent looking Megatron. And then when this guy came out in 2018, God, I was literally blown away. I literally thought this thing in the Brawl was a masterpiece figure, because movie Masterpiece was popular at the time, again, and I really thought that this was a movie masterpiece, and I'm kind of glad that people have upscaled this to be a movie masterpiece figure, which is really cool and just awesomeness. And there's a lot of ground that you can make with this guy. So me personally, if you have an upscaled version of this figure or the original, the official, whatever, this is a great mold. And personally, KO companies have perfected this mold, and man, I'm not gonna lie, guys, it's just it's just a very, very, very impressive piece, and I highly recommend this guy. So, nonetheless, there's my video review of Transformers Studio Series 13 ROTF Megatron, and this is Cyberverse Prime. Peace out.